for us to study the discourse of happiness. Before we start, I would like to invite some of you, or many of you, to read this sutra from the first Gita. So let's remember all the teachings from Buddha. Then we are going to discuss the last two Gitas. Okay. How about, let me invite friends from this side to read the second paragraph for us. Do you have, let me see. Yes.
Many gods and men are eager to know what are the greatest blessings which bring about a peaceful and happy life. Please, Tathagata, will you teach us?
Tathagata means Buddha, another title for Buddha. Okay, yeah, please continue for the second one.
This is Buddha's answer. Not to be associated with foolish ones, to live in the company of wise people, honoring those who are worth honoring. This is great happiness.
Great, yes, please.
To live in a good environment, to have planted good seeds, and to realize that you are on the right path. This is the greatest happiness.
Okay.
To have the chance to learn and grow, to be skillful in the profession of God, practicing the precepts and learning speech. This is the greatest happiness. To serve and support the parents and cherish your own family, to have education, and that brings you joy. This is the greatest happiness.
Honesty, generous, and giving to offer support to relatives and friends, living in life of blameless conduct. This is the greatest happiness.
Okay, Pei-Chen, could you, yeah, please. If you, okay. Oh. Okay, yes, please.
To be humble and polite in manner, to be grateful and content with a simple life, not missing the occasion to burn the Dharma. This is the greatest happiness.
Okay.
Persevere in your interchange, to have regular contact with folks in mind, and to fully participate in environmental discussions. This is the greatest happiness.
To live diligently and tenderly, to receive the noble truths and to realize the Nirvana. This is the greatest happiness.
Okay.
For here she easily accomplishes this, and relinquished wherever she goes, always is safe and happy. Happiness lives within oneself.
Thank you, everyone. Today, let's study the last two Gitas. We just read that these two Gitas, to live in the world with your heart undisturbed by the world, with all sorrows ended, dwelling in peace, this is the greatest happiness. Now, I would like to invite you to think, how can we maintain our inner peace? We don't want to be disturbed by outside world. We always feel we wanted to maintain our inner peace. How could you, do this? Do you have anything that you can share with us? Okay, so let's think about it. Do we want to have inner peace? If we do want to have inner peace, then how can we be not disturbed by others? Because in everyday life, we are facing different kind of people. Some are very kind, some may not be that kind. We are seeing a lot of things, good things or bad things. So in those kind of environment, how are you going to remain your happiness, your inner peace, your own comfort in daily life? So this is a question. We always look for peaceful life, but we never spend enough energy to think, to study how can we achieve this goal. Okay. So today is a chance for us to study this teaching together. In 1976, can you make a guess how old was I? How old I was? 1976. Timmy, can you make a guess? I was born in 1955. 1955, yes. 21, okay. I was 21, and I joined a group of tourist group, monks and nuns. We were visiting America and Canada. I remember that when we left Toronto that morning, another tourist group joined us, got on the same bus. Actually, there are two groups. We should have two buses. Somehow, the tourist agency, they wanted to save money, so they put all of us on one bus. And also, our tour guide and their tour guide told me and told other monks, a few of us, okay, you all sit on this side. Another group will be sitting on another side. So would you please tell everyone today's arrangement? I said, okay, I'm going to help. And also another monk, we said, we will be here and tell everyone to sit in this way. So all the monks and nuns sit on this side. All the other tourists will be sitting on the other side. Until a lady come in and started to find a seat for herself. She saw we reserved a seat in the front for Venerable Xin Yun, Venerable Zhu Yun, two great masters from Taiwan. And we reserved those two seats for them on this side. The lady wanted to sit down. Then I said, please, this side is for us. You may sit on this side. After I told her this, she was so mad. She said, we pay for this trip. We spend money. And I can be seated anywhere I want. You cannot order me to sit on this side. I thought probably she's going to stop after she expressed her own opinion. But somehow she continued to talk, use a lot of harsh words to show her very negative attitude to me. All the way from Toronto and until the bus almost reaching Niagara Falls. Do you know how long was the trip? It's about 1.5 hours. Continually to curse somebody on the bus for a long time. I was 21 years old. Even I practiced meditation, I learned the Dharma. But after 1.5 hours cursing and harsh words, I was not feeling well. And when I back to Taiwan from the trip, I always remember the lady's words. I couldn't find peace in my mind because that was so disturbing. Do you have the same kind of experience in your life? It lasted for about 6 months. Until one day, I asked myself, the lady is not around me. She's in somewhere in Taiwan. I'm not going to see her maybe in my life anymore. Also, she's not going to see me anymore. Why I still remember that day's experience. Very, very uncomfortable memory in my mind. And remembering those negative words in my mind all the time. So I'm hurting myself. So after I told myself I should stop. I should not continue on this kind of thinking. I should increase my inner peace, forget this, and I'll forgive the lady. Why we dislike this kind of phenomenon? Why we have anger inside us? Do you have any answer for this? Why you have this kind of feeling? Anyone tell me, when you remember something, it's not comfortable, and you always feel that I don't like the person, I don't like those words. When you feel you are not comfortable, why? Pardon?
You just don't like, you just don't want to remember those memories, I guess. Like, it's a bad thing to remember, so just set it off.
Yes. I think every one of us, in our subconsciousness, we do care for ourselves. We do care for ourselves. And if we can use this personality properly, we are okay. But if we care ourselves, we cannot be able to use this kind of caring properly, then we are going to increase our anger because we dislike another person. When I say I don't like this lady, because I care myself, I care my reputation. Okay, I'm losing face in front of everyone, and I'm not satisfied about this lady's words because of this caring. If we cannot use our personality properly, then we might have anger inside us. So we have to detach from this kind of personality. We have to think clearly, with clarity, by thinking what is the benefits that I can get from this. If I discover there's no benefits for me at all, then we should abandon this kind of thinking. Okay, so this is the way we should analyze about our own experiences. And today, I also wanted to remind you that sometimes we lose control. And when we say I lose control of myself, there are different kind of causes. Yeah, Xiaojie, if you feel that today I cannot control myself, if you check on yourself, can you find any causes that you can say, and you can maybe figure out the way how are you going to adjust yourself? Any thoughts? Okay, don't push yourself. Okay, yes. Yes? The question. Okay, sometimes as a human being, we might have this kind of experience. I lose my self-control. Self-control is disappearing. I cannot control myself. Just like the lady who was talking on the bus, using harsh words. She was losing control. And when a person who is losing control, can you think what kind of cause there existing in this person's mind? What are the causes?
Something might have happened earlier.
Okay. Something happened before. So she remembers about that previous experience and make her feel that today I wanted to say anything I want. and to show my revenge. Okay, yes, that is possible. Amy, any thoughts?
I think if I was to use control, I think it would be over like anger or jealousy or deceit or something related to that. Like, it would be maybe over those two things that I would not be able to control myself.
Maybe over what?
Anger or jealousy.
Oh, okay. I do agree that when we have jealousy, and it's easy to lose control because of this. Yes. So be careful. Sometimes things is not that bad, just because we're jealous. So we lose control and show our angers, and make things worse. Okay. But today, I want to share some thoughts with you. Do you know that if you go to a Chinese doctor, if you say, "Doctor, recently I'm not stable. I feel very hyper. I cannot control myself. I cannot sleep well." Okay, and when I speak, I don't have patience. When I listen, I don't control my. I cannot control my mind. Okay. Sometimes Chinese doctor will say that 你有火气, you have heat in your body. So it may be the first, one of the cause that we are facing this kind of difficulties. So if you feel you don't rest yourself properly, you are not eating properly, your body is not in good condition, it's very easy to lose control. Okay? So when you discover you don't have a patience, then check on yourself. Maybe things surround you not that serious. It's not really serious. Okay? Just because the body is not in balance, because you don't rest yourself properly, you don't eat properly, you don't have enough exercise, you cannot relax yourself. Then in Chinese medicine, we say you have heat inside you. When you have too much heat inside you, your health is not very good. Then your emotional feeling won't be balanced. Okay. So check on your health first. Don't blame on other things. And also another phenomenon you may have to check this. Sometimes, because we are very attached to certain concepts, I feel this is right. You are wrong. My thinking is right. We strongly attach to this kind of thinking, this kind of idea. If somebody doesn't agree with us, then it's easy for us to show our anger because of disagreement. So in this kind of situation, you wanted to check on yourself. Am I thinking clearly with reasons? Sometimes we just emotionally attach to some ideas that we love, we like. Maybe the idea is not that reasonable, but somehow I like this idea. So we against other people. Because we against others, then we have anger inside us. So another reason, another cause, just check on the way we think. Maybe we're strongly attached to certain ideas. And we check on this idea. If you feel this is a good idea, then use your skill to communicate with others. If you have good reasons, others will listen to you. If you cannot explain why you like this idea, there's no reasons, then you have to detach from this attachment. Okay. And finally, people, we always have a kind of intuition. When we go out, we see strangers around us. You are going to discover that you like someone, you don't like someone. Okay, someone you see, you feel, oh, I feel we're old friends. Someone we see, I feel I don't want to talk to this person. Okay, in this kind of situation, remember that actually this is originated from our own feeling. Other people don't do anything to us, just our own feeling, our own reaction. So in a group, a lot of times we have to give everyone some time to adjust ourselves, okay, to know each other. Someone you don't like, but after you communicate with this person, maybe you are going to discover the quality from this person. You can start to feel, I enjoy to be with him or to be with her. All right. Okay. Any other thoughts? Yeah. Andy， 昨天你们来吊灯啊，天气很热啊，很热 ，Yeah. After one day's work, how do you feel? Accomplished. Okay. Sometimes when we do something, you may have this kind of experience. I wanted to accomplish this, but I might still prepare myself to deal with some obstacles, difficulties. Did you have any difficulties to hand those lamps? What kind of difficulty do you have?
One of the wires, they weren't really matched together.
Okay.
Some sections of gaps, and that's about it. And the heat is really hot outside.
Okay. One day, if I could, I wanted to find a few twist threads to let you see how are you going to find those threads and untie those threads. Okay, because when I do something like this, I also wanted to remind me. Sometimes people give me some gifts, Buddhist gifts. But during the shipping process, some gifts might mix together with a lot of threads tied on each other. So I'm going to bring those gifts in front of me. I'm trying to pick up one by one, but it's not easy. Without patience, you cannot do that. Sometimes, if I don't have enough patience, then I will say, today I may not be able to deal with this. I'm going to put it down for a while, rest myself. So today, another words that I can give you is, when you discover that you are doing something, you don't have enough patience to deal with it. One, you may rest for a while. Another way is ask somebody to help you. But you don't want to increase your negative feelings because of this kind of experience. So this is my last words for this topic. Then let's continue to study the second kita. So after we study this, to live in the world without your heart undisturbed by the world, with all sorrows ended, dwelling in peace, this is the greatest happiness. Then the last one is, for he or she who accomplishes this and vanquished wherever she goes, always he is safe and happy. Happiness lives within oneself. For he or she who accomplished this and vanquished wherever she goes. What is the meaning of it? Theo, could you explain the first and the second sentences for us?
Pretty much if you follow all the previous things, like the ways to be happy, you will be happy.
Okay. For he or she who accomplished all those practices, okay, and vanquished wherever she goes. What does it mean? So if you accomplish those practices, you are unvanquished where you go. What does it mean? How are you going to relate this to?
No matter what situation, all of us.
He's able to deal with it. He's able to deal. So that means nothing can stop you. You are able to conquer everything, to overcome from any difficulties. Okay, so you have the ability in it. Okay. When we read these sentences, let's continue to develop more thinking on this way. Okay. For example, not to be associated with the foolish ones, to live in the company of wise people, honoring those who are worth honoring. This is the greatest happiness. If we really practice this Gita and follow this teaching, how are you going to accomplish from this Gita? Any thoughts? If we really do this, not to be associated with the foolish ones, to live in the company of wise people, honoring those who are worth honoring, what we are going to accomplish? Steve, any thoughts from this?
I guess what you can accomplish is becoming more wise.
Okay.
Because if you associate yourself with people who are wise, then you tend to pick up a few things from them.
Okay. So we can eradicate our ignorance and be wiser, more intelligent. Okay. Yes, that's good. How about another accomplishment from this Gita? From this Gita. Can you think further? Any thoughts? No? Okay, it's very simple. Let's think it this way. I don't want to be associated with the foolish ones. I don't want to go out with those people who are going to commit crimes, do bad things. But at the same time, I'm going to meet good friends who are wise and who are doing good things. So if you do in this way what you are going to accomplish, definitely you are going to have a lot of good friends around you, is that right? Okay. So it's important what kind of people you want to be associated with that will influence your life. If you say, I wanted to be with good people, you will be influenced by those good people. Of course, if you say, I wanted to go out and associate with those people who are doing negative things, you will be influenced by that too. About 15 years ago, a mother came to me and we spent some time at the temple. She told me that her son was in jail. I said, why? She said one day a friend called her son. Hello, let me call him Mr. A. Yeah, I want you to come to a certain place and you can drive. So come to meet us. We're going to a place and to buy something. So this young man received a phone call from some friends because he is the person who can drive. And also the parents allow him to drive by himself. Even he was about 17 years old. So he went to those friends' place, picked them up, and those friends told them, let's go to a convenience store. We wanted to buy something. So he drove the car up to a convenience store, stopped the car, and two of his friends told him, you wait here. We're going to come back soon. Okay, don't go anywhere. So he was waiting in the car. Two friends went to the convenience store. Actually, they did not buy anything. They used a gun to rob convenience store. Because the owner of the store tried to fight back, so they opened the gun and shot the owner, killed the owner. They left the store quickly and got into the car and drove away from the store. But somehow, after a few days, the police arrest every one of them because police said he was the driver who was giving those two robbers transportation. So he's part of the robbery. And also, she's responsible for the killing of the owner of the store. So they arrest him, put him in jail for some years. So sometimes it's very important for us to see who's a good friend, who's not good. Then another lady asked me at the Bodhi Center, Venerable Hangyi, according to this teaching, does it mean as a Buddhist, you don't want to associate with bad people? You wanted to stay away from them. You will never get in touch with them. Is it right? How about for some people, they need help? Okay. Oh, I said, it's a good question. So one day, if you say you are able to help those people, okay, who are in jail or who are doing something bad, they wanted to, find some guidance. If you are able to help them, of course, you can go and help them. Just like me, I see good people most of the time, but I do see criminals from time to time because they might come to the temple and talk to me. Venerable Hangyi, I will be in jail soon. After 1 more month, I will be in jail. And so I need your advice. So they might come to the temple and talk to me. So I do associate with criminals and people who have done negative things in their lives. So in my position, I do want to help them. So that's why I have to talk to them, because in certain cases I'm able to do it. If you are still young, you are students, you are not able to help others, then you have to protect yourself first. Take care of yourself first. Okay. This is the differences between young people and mature people. One day you may be a very good supervisor on others. You can take care of others. So when you reach that stage, you have to tell yourself, let me support those people who need help. Okay? So that is a different kind of level. Okay. Any questions from today's talk? For he or she who accomplished this and vanquished wherever she goes, always he is safe and happy. Happiness lives within oneself. I do hope that after we study this sutra, this original teaching from the Buddha, I hope every one of you will be able to take care of yourself, enjoy your life, be happy, and also you wanted to share your happiness, your practice with others. From time to time, you do want to talk to teachers, and some people, maybe they can give you some advice. They can remind you how to remain ourselves on the right path. So that's why I do wanted to see you. Sometimes I wanted to listen to you. Even myself, every time when I talk to you, I feel I can learn something from you. Because you are young, you are fresh. You have your own experience. Something I never experienced before. Just you, because of you, I can learn from you. Okay? So every one of us, we have this kind of potential to be better, to be good, to accomplish things that we wanted to accomplish.